fishing this time of the year, the middle of March, something is very, very key to being able to find the fish, and there are certain banks that this will happen before it happens on other banks. What are we looking at? Good morning, girls and guys. March 15, right dead in the middle of March. John 17:20, this is Jesus talking. This is red letters, Jesus talking. I do not pray for these alone, but also for those who will believe in me through their word. I do not pray for these alone, but for those who will believe in me through their word. That was Jesus Christ talking right there. Reading out of our Catch It Better Life book I've been writing for the last couple of years. Check it out on jimmyhouston.com. Fishing begins to get good around the middle of March, right now, or March 15 and a half, the middle of March. Pretty much all over the South, fishing gets good. The fish are in some state of the spawn. A close friend, plus a capable foe this time of the year, is the wind. That's right, the wind. We need it to warm up the north shorelines, that's right, the north shorelines, and put bait fish and spawning bass where we want them, on the end of our line, on the end of our rod and reel. Because that wind makes many lakes very, very dangerous, it also creates prayers, lots and lots of prayers. I promise you, I prayed a lot of time trying to get back to weigh in on really, really windy days. In this entire chapter surrounding today's verse, Jesus was praying one long prayer. It's exactly what he was doing. And he was praying these prayers for his disciples and his closest followers. He was praying this prayer for his disciples, his closest followers, and in this particular verse, he included you and me. That's right, he included you and me in this verse. He was asking God to sanctify us. He was asking God, his Father, to glorify us. He was asking God to protect us from the devil, and he was asking God to give you and me eternal life. He was praying to his Father for you and me in all these aspects, to give us an eternal life with him, with Jesus, in glory, in heaven. I am so thankful for that inclusion. I am so thankful God was including me. How about you? How about you? Here's our tip for today, and this is a good one, and y'all could have taken this little tease that I've thrown out there at the beginning of this thing and gone in a lot of different directions with it, and I'm sure you'd have probably been right, just about every one of them. North banks warm up quicker in the springtime, and they do that due to warm southerly winds. With the windy days we have in the springtime, our friend and also our foe, because it helps warm up those north banks, and the longer periods of sunshine on that north banks. The sun travels, we know that it goes down in the west, comes up in the east, but in the south, in our particular part of the hemisphere in the springtime, it travels in the southern hemisphere. In other words, it doesn't travel on the north, it travels on the south. So as it goes across, it's a longer period of time that this north shoreline over here has got sunshine on it. The south breeze blowing the warmer water up on top. As the sun warms up the water on top, it blows that warm water up against the bank. So you want to search out the north shorelines. You go in a pocket this time of the year, concentrate on the northern shorelines. Concentrate on the northern shorelines. They're going to warm up a lot quicker. We got temperature gauges built in just about every piece of electronic we have nowadays, so it's really easy to figure this out. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. Jesus included you and me in his prayers. Remember, I sure do love you.